Very illustrative view of the tight quarters in that transfer compartment, basically the small vestibule between the Piers docking compartment and the Soyuz TMA-14. There is Gennady Padalka in the yellow shirt, Frank Dewinna on the right, and now the crews finally saying goodbye to one another in this video that was recorded a short time ago. Guy Laliberté, of course, very notable by his trademark red clown nose. Padalka saying goodbye to Jeff Williams there, as and the two commanders, Padalka, the off-going commander, and Frank Dewinna, the new commander of the International Space Station for the next 7 weeks, saying goodbye. Padalka now saying goodbye to his Russian cosmonaut colleague Roman Romanenko.
2304. Yes, 20 or 104. Okay, 104. Okay, there is 3 hours difference between Greenwich and us. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Rama, come here. I'll show you the radiogram.
Padalka, the veteran cosmonaut, who again tonight with landing will have logged 586 days in space on his 3 missions. The first was to the former Russian space station Mir, and 2 commands of the International Space Station. First as the commander of Expedition 9 with Mike Fink, who himself was the commander of Expedition 18. Fink returning to Earth back in March of this year. And Padalka again wrapping up command of Expedition 19 and 20 with today's farewells and the undocking that is scheduled just over 2.5 hours from now. Final pictures shot as the crews began the work to close the hatches between Piers and the Soyuz TMA-14. You can see the Russian Orlan spacesuits. They're spacewalking suits, one with blue stripes just underneath Bob Thirsk on the left, and one with red stripes just beyond Frank Dewinna at the top of your screen. The Piers docking compartment used, of course, both as a docking port for arriving Russian vehicles as well as an airlock for the staging of Russian-based spacewalks from the International Space Station. The Piers docking compartment will be augmented soon in the next few weeks by the arrival of a brand new Russian module called the MRM-2, the Mini Research Module 2 that will be launched on a Soyuz rocket from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan on November 10th, automatically docking to the space-facing port of the Zvezda service module's transfer compartment on November 12th. The MRM-2 will also, as does Piers, serve as a docking port for arriving Russian vehicles as well as another airlock for Russian-based spacewalks. It basically will replace Piers, which will be jettisoned and discarded a few years from now. The Piers was first launched back in September of 2001 and has served in a very trusty fashion as a docking port for arrival of Russian vehicles, both Soyuz and Progress vehicles, the cargo ship that resupplies the station periodically. And Piers also has served for dozens of Russian spacewalks to date.